Let's go watch it in 2D. No, let's go watch it in 3D. But if we watch it in 3D, then is it worth the cost?
Hello, hello, hello. This is Adolf. I have with me Jake.
Howdy, folks.
And welcome to January 2020. Woo! Happy New Year.
Woo, Happy New Year.
We're recording this in 2019. So, we have the 3D releases for this month that we'll go over. The very few and far between, if anything. So let's start off with 3D movies. So Jake, do you know what the first 3D movie coming out in January 2020 is?
Zilch, nada.
You're correct. There is not a single 3D movie coming out in January 2020. It is what it is. Look, I was kind of thinking that maybe Doolittle might be 3D, but I'm thinking that's going to be dumped, and Disney doesn't care about that movie. In theory, it should be, just because it has Robert Downey Jr. in it, and probably a decent amount of money put into it, but nah, that's not happening. And I was thinking the Gretel and Hansel movie would be 3D, but that's not the sequel to Hansel and Gretel that came out like in 2012 or something.
Oh.
So, yeah, there's nothing for movies at all.
Yeah, this is the month you catch up with your 3D Blu-rays.
So, the one thing about January, Jake, there's no IMAX or Fathom Event 3D movies either.
Bummer.
So, sometimes you get lucky and there's a Fathom event that comes out, like They Shall Not Grow Old or whatever, or an IMAX exclusive animal movie like Pandas or Monkeys or whatever. Nothing this January for either one.
Man, sometimes it sucks being a 3D fan.
So, yeah, nothing coming out in January that I know of. If there is something, I'm shocked. But, sometimes these things may happen and we don't know about it right now when we're recording, and then like a week before, oh, hey, this Nesda is coming out, or hey, Dragon Ball Z Brody is coming out. And it's like, why didn't you tell me that a month ago? But, you never know. Things may change.
Yep.
So let's go on to 3DS games. Now, last few months we've been doing this. We haven't had anything. And last month I said we had nothing. And I was wrong. We did have two things. Now, one of the things is Shovel Knight. It came out, and it's just like an update to a game that already came out 5 years ago. Now, this other game, it was scheduled to come out on the 26th, which I didn't know about it when we recorded, and that game is called Silver Falls. Now, the 26th has already passed, and where is the game? And I don't know, and the developer doesn't know, and Nintendo is not commenting on it. They said that they're going to release it, and I'm guessing something happened where someone in Nintendo did not hit the switch and put it on the server, and you can't have access to it. So I'm going to guess that maybe in January it actually does come out, and it just is a, one of those things that someone forgot to do before they left the office. And I'm guessing most people are out for the Christmas and New Year's. So, yeah, the Silver Falls game is like a video game version of Silent Hill combined with Groundhog Day. And we will be doing a review of it. I will be getting review copies, and we'll be doing a contest on the website for it with the podcast. So just look out for more details on that. I'm not sure if it's coming out in January. I'm going to assume it does, but I don't know when. It might just be one of those things that will happen the week after New Year's, because everyone in Nintendo is maybe on vacation for these 2 weeks, and they come back. They were like, "Oh yeah, turn it and put it on the server," and that's it. But I don't know. Let's assume that comes out this month. It's a safe assumption. All right, so let's go on to 3D Blu-rays. And in the US, we got nothing. In Germany, however, there's 2 releases, and we already talked about these movies before. On January 10th, Godzilla King of the Monsters comes out in 3D on 3D Blu-ray in Germany. What are your thoughts on Godzilla?
Woohoo! Yes! Yes!
And on January 31st, Abominable comes out for Germany as well. So if you're in Germany, awesome. You get 2 movies. Everyone else, not so much. And apparently January 9th, The Secret Life of Cars 3 comes out on 3D Blu-ray in January 20th. I guess it was going to come out last month, and now it got delayed till this month. I don't know. We don't know anything about this.
Yeah, send us a review copy. This is a good month for that. We don't have movies, so we're looking for material to talk about. Perfect opportunity.
So, yeah, we could talk about nothing, which, but we'll talk about some stuff that we're going to do at the website in January and February, because February looks pretty sparse too. So in January, we will be posting, with the same time that you get this feed, you'll be also getting the 2019 prediction show. And, we're going to start doing awards for 2019 and, best of list for decade. So, that kind of stuff it'll be fun. We didn't do that a couple years. So, and, Jake said that you're going to work on some 3D Blu-ray reviews, maybe. Maybe we'll have those out before the end of the month, maybe.
Yeah, we'll have some of those, I guarantee. And we'll probably also look into some of these stories popping up about VR headsets. Fandango offering 3D movies meant to be viewed on VR headsets.
So, we'll probably have some news stories come around to talk about. So, we'll see. January is just kind of a dead zone for movies in general, not just for 3D movies. But, just want to give you a quick rundown of what technically is happening this month, which is not much of anything. But, if you live in Germany, you get 3 Blu-rays. And you may get a 3DS game if Nintendo decides to allow it on the server, which, whatever.
And we'll let you know on what we pick up on disc, whether these German Blu-rays are all region or not, because sometimes they are and sometimes they're not.
So, yeah, don't abandon us for the new year. We're doing what we can to fill the time. So that's basically it for this podcast. Okay, before this podcast wraps up, I want to thank my patrons. Thank you, David and Mr. Bengal5, for your financial support on patreon.com. So that's going to be it for this podcast. You can find us, 3D-or-2D.com, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and so much more. Just look for 3D or 2D. You can also send us your listener mail. Our email address is email3dortwoD@gmail.com. Links are in the description. Thank you for listening and or watching. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.